Now. Hi there, folks, and
Teddy
welcome to...
Fezzik gets a Spear of Annihilation. Fezzik gets a Spear of... I'm Dungeon Master. Fezzik gets a Spear of Annihilation.
Ah, fucking damn it. I said it would happen. Shit. Right, okay, cool. Hi, guys. Welcome to session 45 of To The Skies. I'm your DM of Doom, Son of Asgard, or World Tree Quest on Twitch and YouTube. And I did say last session, if it fucked up again and somebody was in the DM chair and they said anything that would happen, I would let it happen. So, Fez, at some point during today's session, you're going to get a Sphere of Annihilation, okay?
Yes.
Just add into Fez's inventory right now. You've got a fucking Sphere of Annihilation, you dick. Oh my god, I'm never gonna financially recover from this. With me today we've got my awesome cast. We've got Wingo the Wizard, we have got Stories from the Roses, and we've got Johnny Deadman. How cool is that? Do I have any little thing? No, I don't have any little things, so I'm just gonna get straight into it. Guys, what the frickle frack happened last session?
We fought some monks and kicked their butts. We flooded a room that we shouldn't have flooded, destroyed a bunch of ancient artifacts, books, found a sealed chest, did not open it, learned about an elf that lost his arms that could do psionic blades, from a placard. We went back into the room with the crustacean demon. We let him out. And then he immediately was a dick to us. Immediately. So we promptly put him in a gem. with the ring of imprisonment. Sorry, I totally took your... I'm sorry, I got so excited and I
No, go for it! Go for it, babe!
Jericho said, no, you are not going to talk to me like that. You're going to go back into timeout. You obviously did not learn your lesson. We go and we look at the different placards to try and figure out where we need to go to find this item that Jericho is looking for. And we see the broken placard on the floor, and Aurora goes, oh, maybe it's that one? I feel like that was on point, too. And it says catacombs. So we are on our way down the catacombs as we panned out to a crystallized elf with no arms looking up. And that's where we left off.
Yeah, that's it. Anybody get anything they want to add at all?
No, I think we're good. I think that covers
I got 100% from the note taker. Yes.
Awesome. All right, absolutely fantastic. So yes, all of that very, very correct. And we did leave off right as you guys stepped into those catacombs. So, as you guys begin walking into these catacombs, it is eerily silent. Almost no sound except the gurgling of water around you. The walls are lined with a very, very pale stone, which in this submerged underwater environment has a strange pale blue colour to it. Encased in almost like panels of this pinkish indigo-like glass. The perfectly preserved remains of monks. Hydrate.
Dang it, I didn't grab my water.
Hydrate or dihydrate.
That's because you make us all thirsty anyway, though.
Oh, yeah.
Literally it.
Oh, yeah.
Where was I? Ah, yes. Perfectly preserved remains of these monks. As far as this tunnel goes, as this corridor goes, you see these on the wall. stacked in threes. 1, 2, 3 up. They go as far as these tunnels go.
We knock on the glass. How thick does it feel?
Pretty thick. There's almost no sound coming back from it. You can try and break it if you would like.
No, I just wanted another puppet, but that's okay.
Okay.
Do you still have the librarian's skull?
Oh, I've got lots of skulls up in here. I grabbed like a bunch of them. It's interior decorating.
I love her.
Love that. I love her so much. Like I really, really do. I have
It's
never
so funny
went
how
out of my.
it's.
Go ahead.
No, it's so funny how Bran and me are so down bad that we've made it canon for our characters.
I would like it to be made very clear. I have never ever went out of my way to kill somebody's character. Kind of considering.
To kill Aurora?
No, to kill 8. To then Aurora can come in. No, I'm totally joking. I would never do that. No, Aurora has most definitely triggered something in...
It's the voice.
It's 100% the fucking voice. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but
Okay,
No.
next campaign I'll just play her. Then you get to have her 24/7.
Dad dibs on being in part of that campaign. I don't want you to go into...
this session
applications.
needs
I
to
call
be over
dibs.
quickly. I can't do this. Right, anyway,
Simps,
so...
all simps. Horny jail, all of you.
Yeah, the gemstone does feel very, very thick. Even as you wrap your knuckle against it, like it doesn't give you back like a hollow tone.
No.
If you
That's
want to
very
make the attempt to try and break it, you can, but it doesn't feel like it's going to give up to like a little amount of pressure.
No, I'll be good. I've already got my skulls.
Okay. Continuing to follow this path down, it reaches stairs, which you guys don't need to take, obviously, because you're swimming. However, with our big scuba diver buddy here and his size, he might take the steps.
Oh, he swims just fine.
Never mind then, he swims absolutely fine.
Like a little
Eldritch
puppy.
Invocation.
Yep.
Gift of the Depths.
Gives to the depths.
Oh, do you get that? You get
Of
that
course.
automatically as a...
I do actually, yeah. I
Fathom.
get that
Yeah.
automatically as the Fathom Warlock, yeah.
That's fucking cool.
Eventually it leads you into an open chamber. Not a massive chamber. Maybe from the centre of the chamber, a 50-foot radius, you're talking a 100-foot diameter. And there's no other doors. There's just the end of this. You've swam through maybe 10, 15 minutes of this one particular corridor. But there are multiple branch offs, so these catacombs could go all kind of directions. This is just the prime path. And it takes you to, as I've said, this chamber. In the centre of it, there is a large, pinkish, indigo crystalline structure, which appears to be shaped like a knight, with a blade down like this. The knight very much resembles the knight you've seen on the tablet on the wall. Around him, there are, in like a semicircle, there are 12 upright structures that look just like rectangles of, again, the same pinkish indigo gemstone. Each of them with a monk inside it, with their hands clasped, as if they went into it in a meditative state. As you guys step in, you are psychically aware that you are being perceived. Let's put it like that. That nothing is looking at you, but you can be seen. You're muted.
You're muted, love.
You were talking, so I said you were muted.
What would you guys like to do?
I would like to approach the crystal in the middle. Big one.
Okay. As you approach it, you see there is a humanoid inside of it. They appear to be almost floating with their legs crossed, and you note that they have no arms. Draped around them, fanning off into two tapers, there is some kind of... It looks equal parts metallic and gemstone, almost like it's made of scales of these different fabrics. A long cloak which forms into like a mantle over their shoulders, and as you walk around them, you become very aware of the fact that their eyes are following you as you move around them.
Can you hear me?
Speaks in your mind. Within this place I hear and see all.
You have something that I need.
You have come for Zaveleye.
I believe so. Not many have cared in this temple. My son has been taken, and I need to get him back. And I was told that Zaveleye? Zaveleye.
Think of it as like the Pokemon Sableye, but with like a really strong Transylvanian accent. Zaveleye.
Zaveleye. Zaveleye could be the difference between success and the all dying. I don't know if that sways you in any certain way. I'm assuming not. But I'm trying to be honest on why I am here. I'm not trying to disrespect. I'm just a mother that really would like to get her son back.
Honesty is an admirable pursuit. Assumptions are not. But I would hear what you intend with the item you've come here seeking. And at that, he closes his eyes and the glass in front of him cracks. And then the crack spreads and spreads and spreads, and he's then going to open his eyes and just say, "You may wish to stand back."
I step back.
And then the glass fractures. But obviously underwater, it doesn't fly in all directions. It just kind of pulses out. And then he puts his feet down on the ground, and it all just kind of rotates. And then on the bottom of this this floor, he walks out, and the entire thing just kind of comes back together. Every single shard, every single errant stray piece, put back into perfect place. And he rolls out his neck. And then, as much as it's like, you see that despite this story you've read telling you that he has been without arms for the majority of his life, he still does that very typical thing that you yourself probably do, Jericho, before going into a fight, where you roll your shoulders. So he still does it, but it's just the shoulders that roll. And then he speaks again. I hope you won't mind indulging an old and very out of touch man with a few questions.
Absolutely. My name is Jericho. This is my husband Teddy, Aurora, and Nemo. It's nice to meet you. Jericho, Teddy would know, because I have one hand like kind of behind my back, and she's doing that thing where she's like kind of like, she's nervous. This guy intimidates her, and she's trying not to show it, but she's trying to be as cordial as she possibly can, because she doesn't want to disrespect anyone.
Mm-hmm.
But she also just got betrayed by the thing that we tried to help, so she's just she's trying.
I am Elendar. I was the commander of the armies of winter when Eladrin walked this earth. I am, as far as I understand it, one of the few remaining Eladrin who still maintain their immortality.
They're not many.
I have seen this world's birth. I watched it come into creation. And I have felt the rumblings of what I believe to be its demise.
Not looking good out there.
You say you wish to take Zaveleye in order to save your son.
There is a force called the Fleet. They are destroying this world, from what I understand. But I know that they are experimenting on my boy. And I don't know why. But I've already watched them destroy my home. And that's enough for me to say that they need to be stopped. I just want you to know that I don't... If you want me to, I will return this when I'm done with it. I just need to get my son back. Sorry, I don't mean to get emotional.
Were it to suddenly become impossible to save your child, would you still pursue, or would you accept the inevitability?
You can only find out something's impossible by trying. And there's nothing that would keep me from my boy.
Should you leave with Zaveleye, you will leave with a very shard of the power that created this world. You will leave here with an item made from the power of creation.
Wow.
That carries with it an understanding and an acknowledgement and a responsibility. There will be many who will come after it. There will be many who will seek to take it from you. But there may one day come a time when someone worthy will come and they will pose to you a request. A simple request. To hand it over. What would you do then?
I am not here to become almighty. I'm not here for power. I'm here to gain ability. And if someone needs this ability for their next purpose, I will gladly hand the mantle over. I can do something now, though. With the people I have found, with the friends that I have made, with the family that I need to get back, I can help what you started continue. Or at least fix what has clearly been broken.
I have one final question. Every piece of information, every piece of knowledge I have ever gained in my life is held within this, is woven into the mantle. There are secrets here which should only be used by those capable of understanding them. Do you have the restraint necessary?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Then I ask for a demonstration.
And I do a little bow, and I back up, and I get ready, and I go, guys, it's time to show them what we're made of.
I would request that you do not hold back.
What did
And
you say?
then he says, can you hear me okay?
You muffled it a little end there.
Sorry. He says, I would request that you do not hold back. And then he's going to, before combat starts, as a bonus action, he's going to activate the mantle. And you watch as, from inside of it, 6 blades float out. 4 hover at his shoulders, and 2 fall perfectly at his sides, as if he was wielding them with arms. And then he will open his eyes again, now glittering with psionic energy, as he says, "For I will not." And I
Understood.
need everyone to roll initiative.
I asked the guys, if I make Bran cry, do you think that we can avoid combat? No.
So you actually did almost avoid the combat. You almost
Oh,
did.
I
no.
felt close.
You answered one question incorrectly.
Which one? Can
If
I know?
somebody were to come to you and say to you, "Hey, this big thing happened. I need this," and you were like, "Hey, I don't have power," I would, yeah, cool, like yeah. And he's like,
Someone that's worthy. I would give it to someone who's worthy. I did just nat 20 my initiative, though.
I nat 10.
the answer is that someone, no matter their worth, must always be tested.
Alright, that
But
makes sense.
everything else, you fell right within the realms of what should have been said. So very good, very good. Okay.
I was gonna say I would make sure they're worthy enough, and I didn't say that. I was going to, though. It's okay.
Alrighty, so let me just roll the initiatives. Okay, we got one good one and one not so good one. Okie dokie. Did anybody get above 25?
I got a 25.
You got bang on 25.
Got exactly 25.
Okay, fantastic. Yeah, that's definitely not it. Okay, did anybody get between 25 and 20? Between 20 and 15? Okay.
It's like me and Jess to see who blinks first.
Did anybody get between 10 and 5?
Oh,
I got 12.
So did I.
Oh, sorry, between 15 and 10. Between 15 and 10, sorry, you're very right. Okay, so you both got 12. Who's got the highest
Yes.
dex modifier? I'm going to
I got
assume
5
it's going
for
to
my
be,
dex
yeah.
mod.
I have a 2 for my dex
Because I'm a
mod.
monk.
Also, I'm technically in medium armor, so...
I've got no armor.
Clank, clank.
None.
And Teddy coming in with a right and fantastic 4.
Hell yeah.
We love our good boy. We love it. It's consistency.
Okay,
Got the boys bringing up the rear.
we now go into combat. Jericho, you are first with Elendar on deck.
How is everyone looking health-wise?
We're
I entered the fight
silly.
late, so I got most of my HP still.
Most of it? Because I
Yeah.
believe that I did heal Teddy last combat, if I remember correctly.
Teddy was healed, yes.
Yes. So I'm gonna issue my battle command. So Nemo and Aurora, I say, get your shit together. We gotta put on the show. And you guys heal. Where'd my battle commands go? Mother trucker. It's my fight on 1d10 plus fighter level.
Woohoo!
You get 5 plus 17.
17? 22.
You guys both get 22 health back.
Thank you.
Ooh.
And then I'm going for Aladar. Aladar?
Elendar.
Elendar. I was so damn close.
Very close. Aladar is the embodiment of autumn.
Mm-hmm.
So the name does exist. So
Aladar is an iguanodon from the movie Dinosaur.
no, that's Aladdin. You're thinking of the guy who steals the lamp and runs around with the pet monkey. No, wait, that's Charlie Chaplin. Sorry, go ahead, Jericho.
Okay, so I'm coming in with my Twist of Fate.
Awesome.
15 plus 8, 23.
23. Where is the... Okay, 23 will hit, but I am going to use one... I'm going to use his reaction. And he will block and knock the blade aside as one of the blades from his shoulder swings down and parries your blade and pushes it away.
Okay, I go and hit again.
Awesome.
More than a 23. 17 to 25.
25? Okay. Yeah, he can.
He already used his reaction. Can he do something else? Oh no! That's the roll! That's the one!
No, he's got so many reactions. He's got like 6 of them.
Doesn't have 6 reactions. I would not be that mean. He doesn't have 4.
That's 21 damage.
21 damage, and that is piercing?
I believe that this one, it's magical piercing, I believe. Yeah, magical piercing.
Magical piercing. 21, you said, yeah? 24. Mm-hmm. 21. I don't know. Somewhere in between.
21.
21.
And then a 24 to hit.
And that's and a 24 to hit. A 24, he will not. Yeah, that's cool.
That is 25 damage.
25 on that one. Fantastic.
So Jericho comes in. She comes in low, and she goes, "Know that I do this out of respect and not animosity." And she goes, "Boom, boom, boom." But the first one goes clank, and she goes, "Brilliant!" And she's like she's trying kind of, instead of this being like a fight for the life, she's getting excited. She found a challenge, and so I think she's trying to make this. She doesn't want this to be a hateful fight. I think is what she like. This is a respectful thing, and I end my turn there.
Okay, fantastic. It goes to his turn. He's going to use his action, and he's going to use his action to use his psychic slam. So as you slash into him, and he kind of steps back, and he goes, "I'd forgotten what it was like to feel the thrill of battle. So I thank you for this opportunity, and I apologize for what I must do to test you." And Jericho, I need you to make, and I apologize profusely for this, but I need you to make me. It is going to be not an intelligence saving throw. No, God's above. No, it's not. It's a Constitution saving throw.
So Constitution saving throws are actually my best
Fantastic
ones, because I'm a fighter. That's a natural 20 for a 29.
29 is absolutely fine. So you are able to resist some of this. You only take half the damage.
Sweet.
But what essentially happens is you suddenly feel like there has been times in this campaign where you've been affected by people using psionics, and sometimes it feels like they physically grab you, like you physically feel psychic hands. This feels like a group of hands. This feels like your ankles, your knees, your elbows, your shoulders, and your arms get grabbed from all directions, and you get hoisted into the air, and you're slammed into the ground. Bang. Bang. You will take half the damage of it. That is.
Has anyone seen Solo Leveling?
12.
Oh, never mind then. Anyone that's watching that's seen Solo Leveling currently, the current episode, will know exactly what I'm referring to.
It's 22. So it's 30 half. You'll take 15 bludgeoning damage. and 15 psychic damage. That's already been half down. As you feel this grip on, and this grip also extends as if somebody has wrapped their hands around your brain. And you're slammed into the ground, but you manage to shrug it off after 2 because it should slam you into the ground 5 times. Sorry, 4 times.
Fantastic.
4 times, sorry. He's then going to use a bonus action to make 2 attacks with 2 of the blades. He's going to launch both of the blades at Aurora and at Nemo.
Me? Oh, goodness.
Does that trigger my sentinel?
You did succeed in the saving throw, so you're not prone. Sentinel...
It's
If
if
they-
we get hit, right? Or is it just if we get attacked?
I know how to play this game, I swear. When you hit a creature when a creature within 5 feet of you makes an attack against a creature other than you.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so then that'll trigger it.
Sweet.
Nice.
So the first attack is, I did say specifically in the order, Aurora and Nemo. Make your attack, Jericho, go ahead.
Unless I have advantage, I did not hit.
Okay.
None of us are engaged yet, so.
I got a 5 plus 8, so it's like a 13.
So that is going to be... On the die, I rolled a 5 with the total modifiers given. That is a total of... Sorry?
I said 37.
No, not 37. 23.
Oh, that will hit.
One of the things I will give you about this mantle is it allows you to add your intelligence to weapon attacks made with it. And he's a Limper Aladdin.
I'm so excited!
So 23 will hit you. Fantastic. Okay, so that's going to be Longsword of D6. No, not Longsword of D6. Short Sword of D6 and Psychic of D8 for your attack.
Short sword of
against you.
D6!
Long Sword of D6. It's like the shittiest magic item. So it's just a long sword that's shit. Yes.
Always, just coming up always a little short on damage.
So that is going to be a total of 14 piercing damage.
Okay.
And 2 psychic damage. To yourself, Nemo. Okay, so one of the dice that I rolled for advantage is an 18 on the die. However, the other one is in fact a D12 and not a D20. So I'm just going to roll that one again, okay? Just to... It's a nat one.
He's a warlock. You hit him.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a Warforged, but my armor is only an 18.
So it's a total of 36 on the attack roll for that one.
Yep.
That is a total of 13 piercing damage and 2 psychic damage as you're stuck with that. That's his action and his bonus action done. And he chooses not to move. I am saying that very specifically for a reason. He is choosing not to move. So it then goes to Aurora. Nemo, you are on deck.
I'm so tempted for Aurora to do something a little flirty.
If only Winter Eladrin were not written to be absolutely goddamn asexual.
Oh no, it's not towards him.
Oh, right, okay, cool. Go. Be free. Go for it.
So, I mean, Aurora is also very asexual. But she knows how to use, like, sexuality to be, like, you know, fun and cute. And so I think she sees, like, Jericho kind of get thrown around. And she's just gonna be like with the, like, little command of healing. She's just be like, oh my goodness, you can tell me whatever, to do whatever you want. To try and, like, maybe inspire her a little bit.
I believe that I get the D4 on my next roll this turn, but I have used my action and my bonus action and my reaction, so I don't get to use it, but I felt it.
And then she'll just swim on up to try and punch this guy. And she's definitely gonna be like, I don't do this out of respect. As she's got, like, the skulls of probably his friends in her jellyfish.
This is getting disrespectful real quickly.
You can disrespect me any day. You can disrespect me any day.
Ammo.
Okay, she's gonna do her first punch,
First
which
punch.
is a 27 to hit.
A 27. He can't block that even if he tried to. So 27 will hit.
Should I roll for my second one, or should I roll damage?
You make your choice. It's up to you.
I'll just roll again to see if I hit with the second time.
Okay.
That one is a 24.
24 is also out of his blocking range. So
Yeah. Okay. Then he's gonna take 2d12 plus 10. Oh. Okay, that is 18 bludgeoning, magic bludgeoning.
18 bludgeoning damage. Fantastic.
With all due disrespect.
In response to that,
He deserves it.
I keep talking like I'm playing Magic. In response, I'd like to tap 2 blue.
In response, shock.
Negate. You can tell Brand's a blue player.
I'm not even I'm a 5 color player, right? And I don't use counters. Blue's only there because I like the idea of 5 color. Right, so he's going to use a legendary action.
That's so fair. Chop her
He's
head
going to use 2 of his possible legendary actions. 2 of his 3 possible. And what he's going to do is... he's going to look you dead in the eyes. And his eyes are going to... From that kind of psionic glow they've got to them, they start to swirl. And I am going to need you, very kindly please... You're going to have to roll me a saving throw, which I'm just pulling up for you just now.
Okay.
It is going to be a... Wisdom saving throw, please.
Wisdom, yay! Okay. Ooh, that's not like super great. This doesn't happen to be against a disease or being poisoned.
It definitely is not, I'm afraid.
Okay, that's a 19 in total.
19 is not going to cut it, I'm afraid, as
Yeah.
he casts on you Confusion.
Oh no. I'm so
Oh wait,
confused.
it's a 10-foot... Oh wait, no, because he centers it. Oh wait, but yeah, Echo is in there. Echo, I'm going to need a wisdom saving throw off you as
You
well.
mean Jericho?
Jericho. Fuck. It's cause the ending co. It's cause the ending co. Right, Jericho, yeah,
Wisdom?
wisdom saving throw, yes please.
I got a 9.
Oh no.
I started off with such a confident sentence.
Well, no, it's okay. I have Indomitable. So I'm
You do
assuming
have
9
Indomitable?
fails.
9 does
I
fail.
got-
Okay.
12 plus 7 is 21, right?
12 plus 7 is 19.
Well,
Yeah, 19.
19 does...
Does
Doesn't
not
pass.
save. I'm so sorry.
And
That's
I
what
can I can Indomitable again.
Okay.
Oh, that's a 15 plus 7. 22.
So that's
So
a
22.
22. 22 is still not enough, I'm afraid.
Holy cow! This is DC, man!
I'm not wasting another one.
Okie dokie. He assaults and twists your mind, spawning delusions and provoking uncontrolled action. As you both failed the saving throw, you cannot take reactions, and at the start of each of your turns, I need you to roll a d10. And that will determine what you are allowed to do with your actions and with your turns.
Can someone
You-
post? Where's confusion? I'm gonna forget.
At the end of each of your turns, you can make the saving throw again. So, you can break out of it. Okie dokie. That's his legendary action at the end of Aurora's turn. So it goes then to Nemo.
Right. I'm just gonna hit him with negative energy flood.
Oh!
I'm being even more disrespectful.
That's not even disrespectful. That's just straight up, like, blatant aggression. How dare you?
That's Nemo.
Also,
That's Nemo.
necromancy, so I kind of fucking love it.
Yeah.
Okay, negative energy flood. Remind me, what's the saving throw you need from me?
That is a con save. DC is 21.
Oh, his worst stat block.
Good to know.
I was gonna say, oh. That's his best.
Right, okay, cool. I hate this, but I'm also really kind of glad of this because I love it when necromancy goes right. Nat one for you, buddy.
Oh, I'm a warlock. Everything I cast is max level.
Yeah, right. So negative
Max
energy
level is
flood.
5, but still.
Negative energy flood, if I'm remembering correctly, 5d12?
5d12, yes.
5d12. So that is already maxed because of the critical fail. So that's 60. Now roll your 5d12 and add 60.
Yep. That's an additional 29, so that's going to be 89 necrotic damage.
89. Okay, cool. Okay. You send out this flood of energy, rippling torrents of necrotic energy that ravage into this guy. And as he's struck with it, you watch him stagger back, and you actually see parts of his face crack as necrotic energy drains and dries him. He lifts his head back up and locks his eyes onto you. Takes a breath and then is like, an admirable feat, one that shall not be repeated.
Oh, I could do it at least 2 more times.
Not 3 more.
I applaud the positive thinking. Nemo, that you?
Nope, because I have one more thing I can do. I summon my Tentacle of the Deep. Because that's a bonus action.
Tentacle.
Okay.
And I'm just going to slap him with it.
Okay. You summon your Tentacle of the Deep. Slap him with
It's
it.
gonna be melee spell attack. It's gonna do shit for damage, but it'll be really funny if it hits.
It's
That's
gonna-
a 23.
A 23 is going to be right on the cusp of what he can do, so he's going to use his second reaction to block it with one of his blades. He is able to add his dexterity modifier as a reaction to his AC.
Something he gets from his mantle?
You'll find out if you survive.
Please, please.
Alrighty. I believe then it goes to Teddy. Teddy's gonna come in, and Teddy's gonna, big money, big money. He's gonna try and divine smite.
Nice.
he's going all in here. He's gonna do a 3rd level. Coming in with the trident. One of his allies is within 5 feet, so he gets advantage on it. That's a 12 plus 15, makes a total of 27. With the 27, and with him having advantage on it as well as somebody within 5 feet, he's going to get sneak attack as well. So it's going to be 1d. Here we go. Right, 1d8 plus 6 plus 1d8 cold. And then he gets his sneak attack. I should have this all written down. I'm such a bad DM. Sneak
No,
attack.
you're an
sneak
amazing
attack.
DM.
Where is the sneak attack? Where's this? Where's the sneak attack? 3d6. 1, 2, 3. And then his Divine Smite at 3rd level. So it's 1d8. Sorry, 2d8 to start with. And then 3rd level, so he gets 4d8 on that. Cool. I don't have enough d8s. I'll roll them later. Here we go. Okay, cool. So, that's a d20. I don't know why I rolled that again. So, 3 plus 6 makes 9 piercing damage, plus 5 cold damage, plus 5, 3, and 1. So that's 9 piercing damage on the sneak attack. So that is... Oh, wait, no, that's a 7, not a 1. So... That is 3 and 6 is 9. 9 plus 7 makes 16 total damage from the trident. The sneak attack gives a 9, which brings it to 25. And then we're rolling 4d8. 25 plus 11 makes 36. 36, 40. 45 damage in total from Teddy's first attack.
Yes, Teddy.
And then he's going to come in for the second attack. And he'll do the same thing again. Can you Divine Smite twice on an attack? Twice in one go? It's been so long since I've ran a Paladin.
In the new rules, no. In the old rules, yes, you can. You can Divine Smite as many times as you want.
Cool. So you'll do the exact same thing then. So 9 plus 15 is going to make 24, which is just out of the range of him being able to block it. Decisively better in most aspects. 6 plus 6 is 12. 12 plus 1 cold damage is 13. 13 plus 13 is 26 now for the Divine Smite. 26 plus 13 makes 39. 39 plus 13 makes a total of 54. Yeah, 54 on the second one. So that goes to... Yep. He's looking a little bit... He looks like he's wavering a little bit. Like he's... the blades are kind of vibrating rather than floating perfectly.
That
so
will be useful later.
After Teddy's turn, it's going to go to Jericho. You're on top.
I am confused. So I have to roll a d10?
Roll a d10.
I got a 10.
Got a 10, so you can act and move normally.
Hell yeah. Bonus action, for glory, I'm gonna have Aurora and Teddy both make attacks.
I don't know if I can, because I'm confused.
You don't have reactions.
Yeah, so I don't think I can.
So question. So it says make a melee attack. Would the tentacle count?
I don't think so, because the tentacle counts as its own entity. It has a stat block and shit.
Aye.
You could target... Wait, hold on. Does the tentacle have a stat block?
No, it's a spectral tentacle. It just takes people.
It uses your spell attack modifier, doesn't it?
Yes.
Do you know what? We're gonna DM fluff the rule. The tentacle can use the attack.
Yeah.
Well, so it says melee or ranged weapon attack. So unless the tentacle is considered a weapon, which I don't think it would be.
I think it's a melee spell attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, so technically it wouldn't work then. That's okay. The DM just gave me the rights to do it, and I just rule loyal myself. Like I just want to note that.
Honestly, if you let me keep my reaction, the tentacle can, as a reaction, deflect damage.
What I am gonna do is I'm gonna look at Nemo and go move it, and you can move your speed without provoking opportunity attacks. And then I'm going to have Teddy make an attack because I can issue two different commands.
Teddy will make an attack.
All right, I'm gonna I'm going to pivot myself so that I have an open lane of attack on the monk that doesn't hit anybody else.
Okay.
So valid.
And I'm within melee, so Teddy should have
Gets his
advantage.
And he can add his sneak attack on this one as well, because it's a different turn.
Yeah.
That's a lot better.
This is why I love commander fighters with rogues. Like, we have one in our oh, it's so much fun.
So 12 on the die for the attack, plus 8 for the cold damage is 20 already. Now we go into the sneak attack. That's 10. So 30 damage there, and he'll pop a second level. He'll pop a second level smite on that.
Good job, babe. You're doing fantastic.
Second level smite, 3d8. Oh, you love to see big money. You really do. So 30, 40, 42 damage on his attack there.
Beautiful. And since he is in melee range, I get to take my attacks with advantage now.
You do indeed.
15 plus 8, 23. Oh, no.
23, he will use his... Oh, it's the top of the round, so he's got his reactions back.
He's got his
He will
reactions
use his
back.
first reaction to block with the blade.
Shit. But that is more than 23. So 18 plus 8, 26.
18 plus 8 is 26. That is going to hit.
And then I'm going to just do my last attack. Not 18 on the die. Another 26.
Another 26.
So I had 2
Fantastic.
hits. So 7, 8, 9, 49 damage.
We love to see it. 49 damage is going to be quite a blow.
And Jericho's just gonna hold fast. She goes, "It's been an honor," and she is ready to finish this fight. And I end my turn.
It goes to his turn.
Oh, Jericho, you get to roll to save against the confusion.
Yes,
You do
I
indeed.
do.
Wisdom saving throw.
I'm gonna use my last Indomitable. Nat 20! Fucking yes!
Okay,
So
nat
27.
20. Nat 20. A 27 is going to be enough to break out, so you're no longer affected by
Boom.
confusion.
So that means I have my reactions back.
You do indeed. After you,
Boom.
Jericho, it goes to Elendar's turn. And Elendar's going to look at you, Jericho, and say, "You have handled yourself well, but I am also ready to finish this." And his eyes are going to flex in that psionic way again. And Teddy is going to float.
Put my husband down, you motherfucker!
Teddy is going to fail the saving throw.
Oh no.
So he's going to be hit with the psychic slam, and as he's being lifted, and as he's got this psychic blade blocking your blade, Jericho, and you can see Teddy being lifted. He's going to say, "A true warrior looks not just at who is within combat with them, but at how they behave with others." And then as his bonus action, he's going to send both his attacks to Aurora.
Sentinel.
You can sentinel him.
Yeah, I will sentinel that. Attacks go through. I'm going to try and...
Of course, go ahead.
That is a nat 20. I am on a roll tonight! Is that my third or fourth? That's wild.
One, I
it's not
think.
the same dice.
Nice.
Not the same
Love that
dice.
for Jericho.
5, no, that's a 3. 3 plus 8 is 11. Plus 20. 31 damage.
Okay. 31, and Teddy will take 29 bludgeoning damage as he is repeated, as 4 times he is slammed face first into the ground. He's also going to take 29 psychic damage from it as well.
Woo!
I'm going to use the Guardian Coil ability to absorb 8 of that damage to Teddy.
What does that look like?
Yeah.
The tentacle of the deep just kind of reaches out and cushions the blow.
On the last, just
Like,
on the
catches
last
him on
one,
of them,
though.
just like, oh no.
And
That
then
is like so
both,
reminiscent of some of my kids.
both his attacks against Aurora. So the first one. Okay, cool. So the first attack against your Aurora is going to be a grand total of 29.
Yeah.
And the second one is a nat 20 for a total of 38.
Oh my
Ouch.
goodness, it hit me.
Ouch.
It's okay. It's okay, baby.
So the first attack is going to be the D6 of longsword. The longsword of D6. So that is a total of 16 piercing damage and 4 psychic damage. And then on the critical hit, it's going to be 6 plus a total of 12 on the modifiers, which makes 18. 18 plus 8 on the psychic makes 26, and then rolling the dice. 26. 26 plus 6 is 32, 9 of which is psychic.
Okay.
Okay.
So 32 in total?
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's both of the attacks, and then he is going to... oh no, wait, he can't. He used his bonus action. So he is going to choose not to move.
Really?
That's
want
the
to
end
know
of
what
his...
that's about.
That's the end of his turn, so it goes to Aurora.
Okay.
Question. Is confusion considered a charm effect?
It is not. I will read the
Okay.
exact set. No, it's not a charm. Nope.
Okay. Just want to make
so
sure,
a
because
D10.
I was thinking of doing stillness of body, but...
No,
Don't think
D10
that's
from you,
gonna
please.
work.
10. That's a 3, I think.
You cannot move or take actions this turn.
That's so fair.
She's
So
just
you
gonna
just
go, leave my first wife and second husband alone.
I was just going to say.
So you just get to make your wisdom saving throw to see if you break out.
Yeah.
And I rolled a 2, so that's a total of 13.
That's
I'm
not going to
so
break
confused.
out. At which point he's going to say, as you wish. Legendary action, he will use a cantrip. And his cantrip will be...
Particular.
What?
Trip is called Fuck You in Particular.
yes.
It's a homebrew.
That's actually what it is. I'm just going to use fuck you in particular. No. His cantrip he's going to use is he's going to use Mind Sliver.
So fair.
So I need an intelligence saving throw, please.
Do this as a bonus action?
Fantastic.
Bonus action, he can use a cantrip as long as it's within his psionic capabilities.
Thought he already used his bonus action.
This is a legendary action.
Oh, legendary. Oh, okay. I rolled real well. That's a 25.
25 is gonna save. So you'll take. Oh no, it's a cantrip. You don't take half the damage. Never mind. Okay, so that's his first legendary. That's one legendary action of 3 done. Aurora, thank you very much for that. It goes to Nemo. Wengo, just a quick time check.
2 hours. I 7 o'clock my time. So
7 o'clock your time. Oh, so we've got 2 hours left.
hour and 45 minutes.
Oh, sweet. Fuck. Okay, cool. Yeah, sweet. Shit. Yeah, go ahead. Nemo, your turn. I always like to double check. Nemo is in heavy thought. He's thinking, how can I fuck up Psychic Daddy?
I think I've got it.
Do it. Do it.
All right,
Come on.
If this doesn't work, I'm gonna be really mad at myself because it feels really cool.
Oh, it does.
He was just gonna kind of like claw his hand, turn it upside down, like he's crushing something, and just go suffer and cast Power Word Pain. Does he have under 100 hit points?
He does not, I'm afraid.
Damn it! We did like 300 damage to this guy.
It really sucked as well, because that would have been really fucking cool.
Right?
Would have been so cool.
I was like, he might be here, he might not. I had something
Like,
else, but
it is frustrating. I love it as a DM because it gives me a really cool thing to be able to do here. But from the point of view of somebody who's also like, oh man, it would have been really fucking cool to see, he is a frustratingly close amount to what you needed. But as you point out and you say suffer, he is going to lock his eye. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
no, that was it.
Okay, cool.
That was my one. That's my one use of that spell a day.
So as you clench your fist and say suffer, he'll lock his eyes onto you. You feel the spell reach and touch, and then it's almost like you feel a barrage of energy pushing that lurch of pain away, and he goes, you have not the knowledge to know the meaning of the word.
Oh, I know what I'm doing next round.
Just you fucking wait. You're getting power word killed next time,
Just
buddy.
wait like 6 seconds and I'm gonna have your ass!
As he's saying that, the tentacle is going to smack him upside the head with a 26.
Roll to hit. 26? Yeah,
That's
26. 26 will hit.
All right, and that's going to be... Oh, I rolled max damage. That is 16 cold.
I love
16
that.
cold damage.
Yep.
If only you had done that first.
Damn it. I've got something spookier that I can do next, but we'll see what happens.
Okay. I think purely for the fact that you smacked him with a tentacle, he's going to use a reaction. No, not a reaction, a legendary action.
I can take
that.
I'm a big boy.
Oh, do I want to be a real dick? I kinda do. Yeah, I'm going to use one of his maximum psionic capabilities. Purely, the smack in the head seems so disrespectful. So as it hits him in the head, it kind of jerks his head forward, and then he turns and intensely focuses into you. I need an intelligence saving throw from you, Nemo.
Ooh,
that warlock's
unmodified
art.
D20. Here we go.
Oh no!
Unmodified. Okay.
Unmodified at level
We already
17.
know I think his DC is higher
Oh.
than 20. I don't think you can make it.
You can't, but you need to roll it because you might nat one.
I nat 3'd.
Okay, cool. So you
Agreed.
wouldn't have saved it. Okay, so he's going to cast Mental Prison.
That's what I was gonna do.
Oh no! He reversed you!
Fucking do.
So you succeed. You don't succeed on the intelligence saving throw.
No, I don't.
On a failed save, you're going to take 5d10 psychic damage.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to roll that for you just now, buddy. 5d10. Fuck me, man. 5d10 psychic damage. So that is 12 and... 12 and 13 makes a total of 25. 25 psychic damage, and the area around you starts to suddenly appear like the thrumming, rotating maw of a kraken. Very, very reminiscent of like the jaws of Scylla. The jaws of Charybdis. Rotating blades and you find yourself standing on a very precariously small piece of rock. One wrong move and you fall into the kraken's maw.
I work for one of these. Like, I just like, Dad?
Oh no, Dad's mad at me.
You're also restrained for the duration of this spell.
Yep.
If you are moved out of the illusion, make a melee attack through it or reach any part of your body through it, you will take 10d10 psychic damage. And that's his legendary action. So, that was the end of your turn. That's his legendary action. It goes to Teddy. Teddy is prone, so he's going to use half his movement speed to get up, just like, Okay, that really hurt. And then he will smack.
Smack. Get him.
He will hit with a total of 32 on his first attack.
Nice.
And he's not going to put any more spell slots into it because he doesn't have any more spell slots.
Oh no.
He is all
Oh
out.
no.
He is burned out, guys. He's burned out. So
Not
he
in
is
my
going
heart.
to. Not in my heart. I may not know my flowers, but I know a bitch when I see one. He did roll max damage on the trident strike though, so that is an 8 plus 6 for a total of 14 on the attack, with 8 cold damage.
With me, 8 damage.
That's a total of 8 plus 6 is 14. 14 plus 8 is
24.
22.
Wait, 18 plus 6?
14 plus
14
8.
plus 6.
Oh, sorry. You are so
14
right,
plus 8,
22.
22. And he gets his 3d6 on his sneak attack. 22 adding on 7 for a total of 29 on that attack. So he will go down to... Okay. And then his second attack... I lost a d20. I will find that in a moment. You fuck... With advantage, double nat ones.
Oh, that's him rolling. Okay.
He is the greatest of himbos. The truest of himbos. Double
We
nat
love
ones
our himbo.
for a total of 16.
Honey.
An admirable attempt, but not enough in this particular matter. As he swings the second time, and the remaining 3 blades will just kind of fan and like knock his trident aside. In a very like, almost like fuck, get away. I'm dealing with the adults. That's the end of Teddy's turn, so it goes back up to the top of the initiative order. Jericho, you're up with Elendar on deck.
Beautiful. My melee both have their reactions back. Teddy, that was pathetic. Try that again. And Aurora, teach him how it's done. And both
I still don't have it. I didn't save.
Oh shit.
Aurora, teach him how it's done. Kinda busy. Sorry.
Hold me through the mental prison. I can take the 10d10.
No!
Did I already heal you, Fez?
You healed me at the start of the match.
Yeah, so I can't do that again. I'm assuming you probably don't want to move. It's not. Mental prison is not a charm.
I can't move, but if you pull me through it,
I think even if
it doesn't
you're moved,
say that. It says
it'll affect you.
if you are moved out of the illusion.
Yeah.
So I can't really do my second command right now. So Teddy is going to just make his attack.
Okay, cool. So 5 and 6, 8 already rolled to hit for me. He's going to successfully hit. Oh wait, hold on. 12 plus 15, 20. Yeah, it's fine. He hits. He hits out of the range of being able to be blocked. 5 and 6 makes a total of 11 plus 1 for the cold damage is a total of 12. Adding on 6, 1 and 1. Pretty low damage on this one, unfortunately. So 12 adding on 8 is a total of 20. 20 damage in total.
Beautiful. And then I'm going to my onslaught is going to start. Ooh. Less than 23. So you 13 plus 8.
He'll use his 13 plus 8 is
Yep.
a total of 21. So he'll use his first reaction to block, knock it aside.
Nat 20.
Yeah, love it.
That's 5.
Oh,
And then
so good.
Nat 20.
Are you
Fucking love
serious?
it. Love a double nat 20.
They're
Love
not
a
the
double nat
same.
20.
They're not the same. I swear I'm not you. This is not the same dice. They are alternating every other die. So that is 2
I love that for
I
you.
have never rolled this hot, guys. Oh my god. That is 1, 2, 3. I think that's 6 nat 20s in one game.
7 nat 20s. Not even in one game. 7 nat 20s in one combat encounter.
the dice want to tell a story, and the story is give Jericho this fucking mantle. 3, 6, 9. 9 plus 16 is 25. Plus 40 is 65 damage.
65 damage. Okie dokie. 65 damage.
I'm never gonna
Sorry,
roll
go
this
ahead.
good again. I'm never gonna. This is. All of my luck is going into this combat meeting Saturday when I play with my other game. I'm gonna roll like trash.
65 damage as you strike down with this weapon. Around you, every piece of this glass substance shatters. And we are going to go to a particular second stage of this combat.
Oh,
No.
Aurora, Nemo,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be leaving you guys on the outskirts of this combat, as this combat is going to take place somewhere else.
Okay.
As Jericho strikes into him, and he staggers back from it, he stands himself up, and all of the blades immediately retreat from where they are and come back to his side. And he goes, "My first test has been satisfied. Now the true test." And Jericho, you just feel ice in your brain as this unrelenting psychic torrent lashes into you. Aurora and Nemo, for the sake of you guys, I will allow you to write as badass as you wish to be. These monks that have now been shattered out of this, they come out and they will begin to obscure you, distract you, use any form of combat they can to keep you guys from this. That will be why thematically you guys are not here. Okay? Jericho. The moment the ice strikes your mind, it is overwhelming, but then within the same instant it disappears and you're floating in a space that you cannot make any shape nor sense out of. Whenever you think you have an idea of it, something shifts and you can't make sense of any shape within it. And you would see Elendar standing there. But as this Elendar looks at you, he has arms. Your physical skills are impressive.
Thank you.
But to be trusted with Zaveleye is more than a physical responsibility.
Understood.
I require proof that you're of sound mind.
Okay.
Prepare yourself.
And she braces
And
herself.
All he does is frown. And it's like knives from all directions into the mind. Jericho. I'm going to make it very clearly known here. If you go to 0 hit points in this particular encounter, you do not go unconscious. But you are thrown from the mental space. Okay?
Yep.
Just to be very clear.
Got it.
I'm going to need an intelligence saving throw from you.
This is not a good roll for me, and I've used all of my I used all of my endowments too soon. I should have saved it. And I've used all of my. I've gotten 7 nat 20s, so there's no way this is going to be a nat 20.
You say that.
I'm trying so hard. I'm being nice.
Manifesting.
I listen. I know you've been so good to me. I really want this item. Ooh, it's not a nat 20, but it's a 19.
For a total of
22. That's a 22.
That is absolutely fine. Within this space, the mantle does not give him the same abilities. So a 22 is going to succeed. Within here, it is all mental. So you will take half of the damage that comes from this. Which means you will take 30 psychic damage. As he says, as this is pummeling into your brain, you hear multiple echoes of his voice around you, reverberating into your mind from all, as if there are mouthpieces of him everywhere, as if each of these knives is made from his own voice. And he says, you could turn and leave. You could walk away and this stops.
Absolutely not.
Make your second intelligence saving throw.
Ooh, no, that's a 7.
Okay, so you will take the full damage of it, which is going to be 60 psychic. Begins to reverberate, become overwhelming. It is like you can almost feel it now feels less like things are pushing in and more like now things are in and it's being pulled and stretched. Like memories that you grasp onto seem to be becoming fuzzy as the strands of your memory are being pulled apart. Your internal methods of thinking are being pulled and clawed at. You start to now, within your own mind, you're starting to like, why am, what is, where are we? Who is that? Who am I? As it starts to pull everything apart. And it says, many have come to take Zaveleye. Many with greater mental capacities than you, and even they have failed. What makes you so sure? As you start to now see the images of those 12 people around him, as they too stood where you are standing, and you watch as they were pulled apart in both terms of body and mind.
Because I have a boy that's relying on me.
I need your third intelligence saving throw.
Is anyone's heart beating? It's getting hot in here. I'm sweating. That's another 19 for 22.
22 will do it, which means that you will take 30 psychic damage.
You can see, I'm assuming from like the outside, you can see like her skin starts cracking and pulling apart a little bit, and like her eyes are rolled in her head, bloodshot, shaking, but she is still standing.
It pulses, reverberates, vibrates. It's like your brain inside. It's like you can physically feel your brain rattling against the inside of your skull. And then it's over. And then it's done. And there's a moment of shocking silence from this constant, perpetual noise within your mind. There was just a point of pure and utter silence. And you just hear very softly, as he's always spoken, you just hear, I've made my decision. The monks will all stop their assault on you guys, Nemo and Aurora, and float back to where they were. As every single shard in this place moves back perfectly into place. It is not often I see a mind as resilient. When I was given Zaveleye, I was at my lowest. I was at my weakest. And it was not a matter of intelligence, and it was not a matter of body, it was a matter of will, determination. He will close his eyes, and you watch as the pin from around the mantle unhooks, and it will float over to you.
I think Jericho doesn't know knights. They weren't on fresh start, but I think that she kneels in front of him out of pure respect for this man. She can tell that this was not there wasn't harm meant to be caused. This was truly a test of her own will, and so she will give him the proper respect he deserves.
As the mantle is placed around your neck, 4 of the blades will vanish, leaving 2 in their place. And he will say, everything I have ever known, everything I have ever learned, resides within the links of this mantle. But that is for you to explore and for you to unlock. He will smile, which is the first time he's had any kind of facial expression. Even in pain, his face has been stoic. And he will say, I would ask one thing of you. Only one.
Yeah. Yes?
None of this order are left. My job was to remain here in order for someone to take the mantle who deserves it. I wish to be one of the ones who meets their end at that mantle. If you allow me a moment of brief control.
Absolutely.
And he'll exert a small amount of telekinetic control over one of the blades, and he hovers it over towards him, places it above his heart, and he'll put a hand on it, close his eyes and smile, and he will say, I have enjoyed the conversations, my friend.
Go in peace.
And then he'll just very, very slowly slide the blade into him. And he sinks to his knees, pulls his legs in front of him, and then the blade just comes out and makes its way over to you. And because you're now wearing the mantle, you are aware that it is not moving because of any person's telekinetic control. It's moving by default, as the telekinetic grasp that was on it is no longer there. The moment the blade comes back to your side and its previous master is no longer there, you will automatically attune to it. You have this item in its dormant state. I will type out the full big boring list of all the mechanics and whatnot that it does for you, but to give you the TLDR, now, at any given point, you can summon 2 short swords. They deal 1d6 magical damage, as most short swords do, but they do an additional 1d8 psychic damage. Your attacks and damage rolls made with this weapon include your intelligence modifier. While you have it in its dormant state, and you are not wielding these as primary weapons, i.e. they're not wielded in your hands, the 2 blades hover at your shoulders. At this level, you have 2 additional reactions. The reactions at this level are only able to use to block. And the block basically works as if you're hit by an attack, you can use a reaction and you can add your dexterity modifier to the block. Basically, it's like a shield that doesn't last your entire turn. It lasts for that particular attack roll.
It's a psychic parry.
Basically, yeah. These weapons, they have the thrown property as well. And the range is the normal range of a thrown weapon. But with this, it is modified by an amount equal to... It's a short sword. I'll need to look up the short sword's thrown distance, but the distance is multiplied by your intelligence modifier. Okay, so whatever the thrown distance on a weapon is, you multiply it by 3 as it uses your mind to throw it. If they're just being wielded in your hands, i.e. you don't have any physical weapons, so you bring them out and they come to your hands, they're just short swords. You can still throw them as normal, blah, 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 blah. They use the standard thing. But if they are in their floaty state, you triple the distance.
So when I'm throwing these two, is it 2 per attack or 2 per action?
So at this point, right now, at the level it's at, it is just, if you want to make a thrown attack, you can attack, or if you want to, you can go attack and then say somebody's out of the range of a normal thrown attack, you can just go, okay, psychic, floating sword, bang. At higher levels, you get to the point where it operates like a dancing weapon, where your bonus action can be used to make attacks. Okay, but as it's the dormant stage right now, you need to earn them stripes.
I thought I just did. She freaking put me to like 12 hit points.
No, you earned the right to carry the mantle. Now you have to learn the mantle. As again, I'll send it all to you. I'll send everything all typed out officially and big and pretty. But that means that we also now have a new model that we need to use for Jericho. But as it comes into your mind, you hear a voice. It resonates and speaks with multiple different tones in voice. But the underlying tone is that it sounds very much like Elendar. Slightly higher tone, but that could be because of the psionic reverberance of its voice. Hello, Jericho.
Hello.
I look forward to our workings together.
I'm very excited of our new relationship.
And then it goes quiet. I put it over to you guys now, as Jericho is now in possession of Zaveleye, the Mantle of Blades.
This wouldn't have to already be made in D&D Beyond, is it?
I haven't, no, I still need to put... I'm going to have to try and find a way to put it all together, because it's going to be weird, but I'll figure it out.
I'm so tempted for Aurora to be so disrespectful.
Don't! Not anyone else. Anyone else. I feel like the tentacles from the jellyfish is just going towards... Not that one! Anyone but that one!
Fine.
Nemo's tentacle swats Aurora's away.
Fine, I will behave for you.
Thank you. Now, second husband? You should just said second husband.
Oh
Who's the
yeah,
first
I
husband?
killed my first husband.
I should have guessed that.
You're not intended on killing me, though, are you?
No.
Okay.
No,
that's
my
good.
first husband sucked.
Well, I'm glad of that. Are we done here? Can we go?
Well, I mean, there's still a treasure room.
There is indeed still a treasure room.
Should we go get
I
some
need to
cash
lie
and
down for a
prizes?
second, but there is still a treasure room.
Let's go get cash and prizes.
We like cash and
Okay.
prizes.
You guys
This
want
is
to go
called
and get cash
honeymooning.
and prizes?
Well, after we take a short rest.
Okay. So you take a short rest, 1 hour, get back what you have to get back. The rest of this, the remainder of the session that we have is going to be RP, exploration, whatever you guys want to do at this point. I believe we've got an hour and 15, if I'm right. Right, so it's going to be an hour and 15 of RP and exploration if you want it, guys. So, you take an hour to rest. Teddy basically just lies flat on his back, spread-eagled, just inhaling. Just and then he'll sit up. So is anybody else like really sore?
My head hurts so much, babe.
I got slammed into the ground so many times.
I got hit in the head inside of my head.
I got hit in the head inside of my head. That's a fucking great sentence. Oh my god. He punched my kidney inside my kidney.
It was not fun.
I'm going to punch your face in the face.
Your face. I baked you a pie. What flavor? Pie flavor. I love Astif movies so much. When you just want to stupidly and pointlessly laugh, you just put on a compilation, you're like, okay, this is good. Okay, so after an hour of rest, guys, you take a short rest. What would you like to do?
Treasure room. I would like to go to the treasure room. And if we're here anyway, I feel like it would be a waste to not go into the... It might as well be blinking with arrows on it.
Okay. So you're making your way to the treasure room.
Making my way downstairs, going to get lots of chests and...
Go fuck yourself. Diddly diddly diddly. Okay, cool. So, as you make your way to the treasure room and you go through the doors, there is this heavy metal. The only real metal structure that's been inside this entire temple is right in front of you. And it's made of a metal that has almost like a pinkish indigo sheen that comes off it from where light hits it.
Pretty.
So many weird and strange interlocking circles that make, honestly, one of the most, like, I mean, Jericho, you're fairly well versed in, like, you know, roguish things and such. You doubt that even before you started focusing on martial capabilities rather than dexterous and roguelike abilities, as you look at this is such a complex lock to pick and unlock that it actually gives you more brain pain just from looking at it.
I instantly bring out the chime of opening. I'm like, I don't think that I want to even try. Fucking ding.
You hit ding, and the circles all start to, like, in the, like, in...
I have 3 charges left on it, by the way. I had no charges used on this thing, and I've blown through all of them in 6 months.
In a half a second, you've already lost count of how many of these small circles have rotated and pitched and weaved.
Is it kind of like Gringotts in the first movie where it's...
Imagine Gringotts, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the locking mechanism, so there's 12 locking mechanisms around it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Each of the outer circles have to be put in the correct position, right? But within the outer circles that holds these spherical objects, the spherical objects have to be moved and rotated to the correct angle, but they also operate sort of like Rubik's Cubes, so they have to be sorted within their sockets so that all the lines match up, rotated to the correct angle so that the lines match up in a place that you can't see.
This is a beautiful chime of opening opportunity. Let me tell you, that would have been a great puzzle to me.
This would have been a DC 30 lockpick.
Can I make? I can't slide with my sleight of hand. I can't make that anymore. I used to be able to.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so beforehand, as a rogue, even then you would have been like, if I had 10 hours and all the lockpicks in the world, maybe. This would take like a thief, like an actual thief subclass to get through it. But as it does, and the chime of opening does its work, and everything pitches and resolves, and the door opens, Zaveleye goes, "I could have given the command."
Oh, damn it!
To be clear, most of this temple now operates under your control.
Oh, well, thank you so much for letting me know now. Appreciate it, Xavier.
Inside, there is piles of, books and scrolls and all that jazz within containers, which are to protect them from dust, but seem to have done a fairly decent job of protecting them from the temple being flooded. There's also a couple of things dotted around. Within a glass case, you can see several items of what appear to make up an outfit that one of these monks would have worn. Mostly robes, but the robes appear to be made of like a similar material to the mantle. Almost like partially metallic, partially gem-like, but moves like silk. But it does have like a collar piece, which has 3 gemstones seated into it. It also comes with gloves and boots. And then there are 2 pillars next to it. On one pillar, there was just a chunk of redstone. It looks like a gem. It's like semi-translucent. It's not entirely opaque, but semi-translucent. You can kind of see through it. And then on the other side is something that looks a little bit like a tiara.
No spheres of annihilation, I see. Okay.
Oh no, you said you want Fezzik to have a sphere of annihilation.
I got that. Well, you said that he was going to acquire one today, and I was going to give him another present.
And then I remembered that it was Fezzik, so I was like, oh wait, no, never mind. Fezzik, just add it to your inventory. So Fezzik has a sphere of annihilation.
A tiara, a gem, and an outfit made of metal silk.
To be very clear, it looks like a tiara.
Understood.
It may, in fact, simply be a diadem.
Does anyone have the ability to detect magic?
No.
No.
Aurora's opening the jars of the books.
The water floods in.
Wants to watch the world burn.
Lost to the world now.
We take the items?
Do you want me to touch it?
Go for it.
Okay.
I put the tiara on. Put it on top of my jellyfish.
Please be cursed.
I'm willing
Please
to
be
do
cursed.
so much
Please
with
be
this
cursed. Please be
character 'cause
cursed.
She's temporary. She's temporary, so I'm like, she dies, she dies.
Doesn't do anything.
Okay. This is very pretty. I'm gonna pick up the red rock and bite it.
Do you actually bite the red rock?
Yes, I do.
You chew the red rock. You chew the red rock. What languages does Aurora speak?
She speaks Abyssal, Common, Deep Speech, and Primordial.
You just hear a bunch of yelling. Doesn't do anything, but you just hear a bunch of yelling. Honestly, it sounds like a toddler. Like, just... You ever seen the Wild Thornberries? It sounds like that kid. Like, if that kid had, like, a deep guttural tone and spoke with the back of his throat. Like, that's what it sounds like.
I was so ready for a new hand touches
Touch the
beacon.
beacon! I really wish I'd done that now, shit.
Like, damn it!
She probably thinks it's funny and just keeps chewing on it as she goes to open the case for the ropes.
So you open the...
I'm going to grab the gem and I'm going to hold it up because when I'm fully submerged in water, I can understand all speech.
Hey!
It's a weird, fathomless ability that I have.
I love that.
So you're completely submerged in water, which means you can understand it. Does it give you the language that it is?
It doesn't give me the language that it is, but I can understand all speech, and everyone who hears my speech can understand me.
Okay, so basically it's just a whole bunch of like panic noises, like what's that? Who's this? Who's there? Wah, just panic noises. That's all it is. It's just panic noises made by what you can tell to be quite a childlike voice.
Aww.
Whatever is in here is very much afraid of what I don't know.
Oh.
If that is primordial, I would be able to recognize it. But
It's not primordial. Jericho, you recognize the... You kind of recognize it. The gemstone that you're looking at has a similar kind of patterning on the outside of it as the egg that you have.
And
Wait, is this a part of? It's
I
a
look
part of the truth.
I look at that, and does the egg react going closer to it?
Nope.
Zariel, do you know any of these items by chance?
You called it Zariel.
I don't. What the fucking?
The powerful angel from the depths of hell.
Someone help me with the. Because someone type out
See,
this name.
I'll
name.
type out the name. I'll type out
Thank
the name.
you.
You don't worry. I know what you meant.
Insert
It's
name
just,
that it's supposed to be.
I know what you meant. Like a couple of times you messed up with pronunciation, but I know what you meant. But the fact you said Zariel, and I was like, yes, the denizen of the first ring of hell.
Whose sword we took and waterboarded.
And I'll type out phonetically for it as well. Zavel. Aye. There we go. It's in the general chat.
Zaveleye. Zaveleye. Do you know what any of these items are?
I have full working knowledge of every item within this temple.
Can you tell me the story about that rock gem?
Yes, it's a shard of a creature's lost consciousness.
And I need that rock, please.
It is yours to take.
And if I touch the rock to the egg, does it do anything or not?
Yes, the rock disappears into the egg.
I think I need to find more of that for dibs, Teddy.
The inside of the egg glows a little bit. You get a brief image in your mind of a palace floating on clouds before it disappears.
Understood, baby boy. Okay, Zaveleye, what about the outfit?
The outfit is supposed to be worn by the master of this order.
Would that be me?
On a technicality, yes, but I do not believe you have the skills required to wear it. I could teach you those skills if you wish, but some other skills will have to be replaced. Essentially, in order to attune to this particular outfit, you have to be an astral self monk.
Specifically astral self?
Well, that's the whole point of this whole thing. It's all mental within your spiritual self. So you'd have to be an astral self monk.
I put that in the bag of holding, and then lastly, is there anything to do with this diadem?
Yes, it's an idle trinket. It was brought here as a joke. To wear it will increase your intelligence, but all of the monks within this domicile were all too intelligent for it to work. It was a gag.
Aurora, that tiara is all yours. You've earned it. Is there any money or anything like that?
No, they're monks.
So
okay, so
valid.
Aurora, you have a headband of intellect.
That brings her intelligence to like 19.
19 brings your intelligence.
Shit,
19.
that actually helps me.
That was the point. All of the
Why?
monks were smarter than this, so it didn't work on them because it says if your intelligence is above 19 without this, then it doesn't do anything.
That shit actually would have helped me with that gives me a +1 to my new weapon.
Do you want it, babe? I
Maybe
think you
later.
look really nice in it.
Do you mind if I try it on?
Go ahead. Just gonna put it on her.
Certainly suits you. You would have to attune to it, though.
I know. But it also adds 1 to my damage and attack for all of
indeed.
my future stuff. So we're gonna do that. Aurora, I'm not going to lie. I think it's stuck on my head.
I think you look great in it. I think it
Good,
was
because
meant
I
for
think
you.
it's a permanent fixture.
That's so fair, so valid.
In your mind, you will just hear, it's not a permanent fixture. You are capable of removing it at any point that you wish. I do believe
Thank you.
should keep... Given the evidence, I would suggest that you keep it, though. You do seem to be of need of it.
That was a very polite way of saying I'm dumb. Thank you so much.
I would not use the term dumb.
I'm glad you didn't. This is starting off to be rocky, my friend.
When I was designing the sentient consciousness that Zaveleye has, I thought to myself, what would you have in an exceptionally intelligent, very blunt, and very unemotionally biased item? And I went, oh shit, the autistic part of my brain. Yeah, that's it.
he's just the epitome of autism. It's just the most very... You're just not smart enough. That's it. That's all.
It's like in Fathoms Below when one of the people's like, so how does magic work? And the Lich tried to explain to them how arcane magic works, and they went, I don't get it. And they went, I think you're just magically stupid. But yeah.
That actually, because of my armor, raises my armor class by 1 as well.
Mm-hmm. Look at you. Unstoppable.
Just remember, your intelligence can now never be above 20. And
I
it
was
can't
never going to be above
19.
20. Yeah, I was never going to be above 20.
Just otherwise the item would just stop working. Well, I suppose actually you wouldn't need the item if your intelligence went naturally to 20, because then the item wouldn't be needed to boost you up there anyway. But aye, yeah, that's that.
That's fun. That's fun. Level 17. I have a uncommon Pandemic Intellect, and I'm super fucking stoked. Because it boosts my damage, my attack, and my AC. Let's go. I want this mantle for, like, my... Wingle would have loved that shit.
This is a World Tree Quest unique item. What about the rest of you guys? Is there anything that you want to do while you're here? Any other part of this place you would like to explore?
There were the sleeping quarters that we never checked out, but they're monks, so I don't know if they're gonna be... Well, actually, no, because they're monks, they might be hiding some stuff.
Well, if anything, some of them might have died up there, so there might be some extra skulls for you to do your puppet show.
You're so right!
Oh god, it's like playing D&D with my wife all over again. This is all.
I just look at Tenny and said, "It makes her happy."
I mean this in the greatest of ways, Jess. Right? You remind me entirely of my wife Amy, because in our Curse of Strahd campaign, she's playing a College of Lamentations bard from Grimhollow, and their whole thing is they're bards that speak to the dead, and she just collects skulls in order to go, hey, Speak with dead. Hey, you saw this place. What's the deal? Like that's their whole character, right? There's
They
no
don't have a
combat.
book. They don't have a library. They have a bunch of skulls to go to Brendan.
It's like
There's-
such a cool, actually, like image.
There's no
I
combat
love
capability. There's no magical capability. Every now and again, they resurrect some skeletons and go fight, but they don't have any fight themselves. They have somehow gained a pet, and that pet is, for those that have played Curse of Strahd, you know the Grick Alpha hiding in the chimney in the Death House?
Yeah.
So she rolled a nat 20 on an animal handling check. So that has been with them this entire time. They also fed it a bunch of vampires, which made it go from a Grick to a Grick Alpha. Its name is Pinchy, and it wears a hat. And
Pinchy
this
in
thing-
multiple
Another Pinchy.
universes.
this thing has demolished. Like, see the hags in the windmill. This party
Yeah.
were losing until this Grick turned up and just went, "I'ma munch me some hags." It fucked them up. If you ever look at the stat block of a Grick Alpha, that thing ain't to be fucked with. All right.
Yeah. Oh,
They're
they're-
also
they're
considering
intense.
casting Awaken on it. Which means it will get a consciousness, a sentience, and be able to choose a class. Imagine that Grick as a barbarian.
I love that so much.
But she just collects skulls. She just like every time the Grick is eaten, she just like pinch it, not the head, and just like takes the head and is like, "I'm gonna put you in my bag of holding." She's just got a bag of holding filled with heads.
I love that so much for her.
But anyway,
What
you
a
want to
queen.
go
That
collect
is
some
such a
monk
cool
heads.
concept. I love
Yeah.
that.
It's really cool. It's really, really cool. Okay, so you want to go and collect a bunch of heads. You can go and collect some heads.
Yay. Is there anything else in there?
Clothes?
No.
I don't know how else to say they're monks.
Aurora's gonna like take some of the clothes and like drape them up in the water and then go up like with a skull next to the neck so it looks like
And be like,
Hi,
hello.
I'm Woody. Howdy, howdy, howdy.
Hello.
pretty much. She'll just do like a little puppet show and then stick the skulls in her jellyfish and go back all happy. Very pleased with herself.
La cucaracha, la cucaracha, da 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 da.
Exactly.
It's
Oh,
charming.
It's fucking great.
It's charming in an unsettling way, but like I like it.
Teddy looks so
Much
happy,
like
so
the
at
actual
ease.
lyrics of that song.
Teddy's just like, I mean, I don't know about you, but you know, this is like entirely part. This fits into deep elf culture perfectly. Deep elves are fucked up, by the way. They're fucked up.
I mean, they're deep elves. They're on the bottom of the ocean. Everything there is awful.
Trust me, your family was at our wedding. I know.
Nemo unfazed.
I think that we spent enough time here. We should probably start heading back. And I
Where-
used the sending stone that I gave to 8. And I say, mission accomplished. Got the weapon. Heading back now. Miss you. Save a margarita for me.
I have to do Nate's voice. It's been a while since I've done. It's been a while since I've done her. Okay.
Can do. I will tell Fez to make lots of margaritas.
That's all we can do.
It's just Aurora, but with a positive tone rather than a condescending one.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh my god, Aurora is just condescending 8.
I love that so much.
And it works because they're both ace.
It's my favourite thing ever. I've been sitting going, why does this sound so familiar? It's because it's 8, just a bit of a dick.
So
Oh, I love it so much. Okay, so I guess in that regard, what I'm going to do then is, as that message is sent, Wingo, if you don't mind me stepping away from that little bit for just a little second. I want to go to, and again, I'm asking you guys to whoosh into whole new characters, but Give us a brief insight into the next couple of sessions we're going to have. Where are 8 and Fez? Oh, that was the weirdest sensation I've ever had in my life. I just like
From the sound that I made, or just you had a
No, I hiccuped and burped at the same time,
okay.
so I inhaled and exhaled at the exact same time, and it all just kind of got stuck here.
Ooh, that is.
Ugh.
That's a lot.
My mouth feels
Let me
weird.
pull up my notes for the Five Big Bimbos.
So
In terms of like our
the
quests.
the quest that what we decided is me, Teddy, we're gonna go get the weapon, and you guys were gonna try and find allies. Was what we had decided.
That is so right. Okay. Where are we gonna?
Once
Where are we
again,
gonna find these?
we delay the planned opening of our Rainforest Cafe.
That's how we end the campaign. That's
Yes.
where we end the campaign. Is we've
We
saved
retire,
everybody
we build
and
a
then
Rainforest Cafe.
we make a rainforest cafe. Best margaritas in town.
Hell yes.
I'm looking at like our list of key NPCs and seeing like, oh. I mean, we could go get all the gargoyles. 'Cause we've got obsidian, rose, topaz. Oh, we've also. Oh no, I think Orin is already with us. He's okay. I'm sorry, I should have had this prepared.
In all fairness, you didn't know I was going to ask you, so...
Okay.
I mean, if you guys are going to find allies, there is a whole host that you can do. As a quick reminder, so one, you've got the gargoyle that crashed onto your ship.
Yeah, we're looking for his little pixie friend.
Then you've also got the dude who's looking for his wife.
Yeah.
And
the last that we saw of her, she was in the shifting sands, and she'd been driven into the tunnels. So we'd have to kind of go look around in there.
She's underneath the sands, and what you guys know, and what Fezit knows to be the now buried city of the first human empire. So Fez is aware of what that is, and Fez himself knows, as we did a one-shot with him in Echo, Fez knows the kind of shit that is down there. So if that's what you decide to do, prepare for mummies. There is also, oh god, who else have we got? There's so many bloody options.
We wanted to try and find Fixer at some point, because we were hoping to be able to put the Iron Emperor in his little demi-plane when we have to face him.
So you could speak to Kip about the last place he saw this being known as the Fixer.
Yeah. There's trying to find Opal, but that might be something to do with like the whole party.
There was one other key one. And try to see if you guys can remember it.
I'm looking through.
Would I remember it? Or is this before my time?
I think this was a bit before your time. There's one other one.
Crash, bang, and boom.
Okay, there was two other ones, but you've named one of them. I think you guys actually did say you wanted to find Crash, Bang, and Boom to ask about finding something. There was also a certain item that quite a while back Fezit was given a brief image of, crashing on one of the kind of large icy islands in the north, a place that was being continually struck by lightning.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. There's that as well. Oh, so many things. Let's do a montage of us finding all the people.
And then a fairly recent one, actually, I guess actually this would be one that only Jericho would know, so you guys wouldn't have any knowledge of it. Jericho has the basics of the location of a being who can create exceptionally powerful magical items, because the story of Elendar told you of how he travelled
That's
to
right.
a place that burned within a frozen north. So there's a few different options. So I guess I would take the last bit of time that we have here. By my count, if I'm correct, that is about 40 minutes. Am I right there? Yeah? About 40 minutes on what you guys want to do. And again, this would be slightly 8 and Fezzik lined, but also slightly above table discussion. So it's a place for you guys to discuss what you think would be the best use of 8 and Fezzik's time. And then I guess if you want to, Wingo, you can tell us your temporary character you'll be playing, or you can leave it a surprise for next week. It's up to you.
I would love to tell you about my character.
Oh, I would love to hear about your character.
So, my character...
Go for it.
My character's name is Micah Muse. She is a halfling bard. Level 17, College of Eloquence. She is a halfling.
We love her.
She is small and very delicate, very rosy cheeks, long curly hair that's blonde with some strawberry wisping in. And she just kind of constantly looks like the air is just blowing her perfectly. She just has this ray of sunshine around her, because you can't have 20 charisma and not be perfect.
That's so valid.
And she just when she walks into a room, people notice, and they feel warm and inviting around her. She's always telling stories. She's very she has some bagpipes, and that's the instrument she uses, but she always plays them very softly. She's a what kind of halfling did I make her? I had it 2 seconds ago.
Special halfling.
The stealthy one.
Oh, right,
She's
the
a stealthy
Fleetfoot or
halfling.
something. The Fleetfoot or something like that.
Lightfoot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or the is there a ghost step one?
No. So essentially, because not that I was metagaming in any way, shape, and form, but I knew that we were going for a getting allies, so I was like, we have no charisma in this party. You know what? I'm gonna bring some charisma to the table.
Bring me some charisma. Alrighty. Okay, I'm liking the sound of that. It's been a. I don't think we've had a bardic presence in this party yet. Have we?
No.
I don't think we've had
No.
the only charisma we had was Echo.
Yep.
Yeah, it was. Everything else has all been NPCs. There was a brief point where Vel had Vengeance Paladin.
I do like the idea, though, that these one-shot characters, do join the fight in some way. Like, I love... Nemo was so cool. Like, let me tell you, an animated suit of... I love that. And then Aurora was just... Aurora. But, like, that... to just lose those were some significantly cool one-shot characters.
They very much were, and trust me, they are not going to be lost. So there are a multitude of allies you can go and find. A couple of ones that you guys might have forgot about as well is you did drop them off somewhere. I'm wondering if somebody can remember where you dropped them off. But there is those magic students from the...
Yeah, they were at the cove. And we left them with the 3 gargoyles.
You left them with the colony of gargoyles there. That's also where their school was, where their...
Oh, that's right. That's where their school was.
That's the continent they were from. That was where their school, that was essentially a prison for people that use magic, is. And you left them under the care of Silas.
Mm-hmm. Who was like the 110-year-old dude who was chained up for a hot second. We were like, "Hey, dude, you want to be free?" And he was like, "Yeah, thanks."
So while you say that, there's also where he was chained up, because you guys heard something moving in there.
It's true.
And you made a note to go back there and check it out. So there's an entire fortress that is specifically used to hold magic users. So potentially some powerful anti-magic properties there. You've also got the temple on the southern continent, which is constantly being barraged by the fleet.
That's right.
Because something powerful is apparently keeping them from accessing the island of Leonia. So you've got that as well. There could be allies there. You've got all the elves that are basically on this island. They're already allies with you, but you've got loads of allies, loads of potential allies on the mainland. I think somebody said they were going to try and find the rest of the free folk as well, so you could try and locate where Faulkner is or anything like that. Loads and loads of options available to you if you are intending looking for allies. Don't think we could cover them all in a couple of sessions, but you could certainly cover a major group.
Okay.
Just depends which ones you want to take.
Yeah. Can we recruit Sunny?
Remind me, Sunny?
It's Bahamut, and
oh jeez, yeah, yeah.
Like it'd be really nice to have,
Sunny.
like a dragon god on our side.
I mean, technically, you've got a fractured dragon god in your side right now.
It's so true. He'd probably be like, "Oh man, look, that's like my cousin."
Hey, Sardior, buddy, I ain't seen you in fucking millennia. How you doing? Oh, you're a bit in pieces, ain't you, bud? Okay, cool. So while Sunny might not be a possibility, you certainly have options available to you. Ooh.
So, as not a person that will be like not as Jericho, but as M, the options that look really promising are the island, the academy students, and the quivering sands,
the shifting sands.
Shifting sands.
Yeah,
those three are the ones that kind of piqued my interest significantly. But remember that I have not heard any of these stories because these all happened before I was here.
So to be specific and to give you the actual stories of those three, then they broke into a fleet facility in order to steal a ship. That ship also happened to have the facility also had cells which had people that could use magic. These magic users were taken from a place where magic was heavily controlled and heavily feared. Think of it as like the circles from Dragon Age.
Mm-hmm.
But more specifically the one from Kirkwall, where it's basically a prison. They were taught to control that magic, but taught to control it and never ever use it outside. Because it was magic users, it naturally attracted a flock of gargoyles who are naturally resilient to any type of magic, but they also are designed to protect. And when they got there and saw how the magic users were being treated, they immediately became their guardians. So they basically chased out all of the people that were essentially imprisoning these magic users, and it turned into just a school where the people could actually explore their magic, heavily protected by 4 or 5 ton stone defenders. They took the pupils back to the cove where they left them with the gargoyles who used to protect them. So there's a whole colony of gargoyles also there. It's also very close to a fortress which could have potential anti-magic properties there. So that's the magic students in the cove with the gargoyles.
That feels really promising, because not only is it something that you guys set up where they have been training ever since you left them, so they've gotten better. hopefully, unless they're not really good students, they've gotten better. So that seems like a really solid with gargoyles, and that's twofer. You get gargoyles and you get students.
The other options that you mentioned were, one of them was going to those tunnels, the buried city. Now there is a potential risk with that one because obviously, as you know, I have a map that I roll on whenever somebody goes into those whenever somebody enters the Shifting Sands. That map tells me which locations at the Shifting Sands are revealed. Every day that you're in, every 6 hours that you're in the Shifting Sands, I re-roll it. So they could end up buried again. In fact, it's a very high chance it ends up buried and you've got to find your way through to another exit. Now, while this would net you 2 very powerful NPCs, there's the chance of getting locked in a city for a city that has been long dead and Fez it knows is incredibly cursed. You're talking like mummies are the least of your concerns in there. So there is also that. And then the last one I believe that you mentioned, was the island. So you do know there is something powerful on that island, but you do know that it is surrounded by the fleet. So at first you'd have to find a way to get past the fleet to get in there. But once you're on the island, you don't have to deal with whatever is on the island, which is unknown. So it just depends. If those are the ones you're looking at, I believe there's lots of benefits to all of them. Above table, you do know that there's a very powerful elven sorcerer, a very powerful elven wizard on the island of Leonia. That's above table knowledge, though. Who could give a lot of insight, as well as any other potential allies residing on that island. But what M did say there is incredibly true. Going to the gargoyles and the students there would net you 2 very powerful groups of allies. That is a very true statement to be said. So,
do we have to decide right now?
You don't have to decide right now. I just figured that while we've got this extra time that we're now just kind of sitting with, could use it to discuss it.
Okay. Yeah.
So I think the Shifting Sands sounds like now that I know about the Shifting Sands, that sounds really cool. That doesn't sound like a right now kind of that has too many question marks, and that could lead to the mission getting compromised. So I think we exit that one out entirely.
That's so fair.
I think I think that we can probably do both, because unless something's going on with the gargoyles and the mages, it shouldn't be that long of a mission to go and say, hi, let's go and fight things. And we go and we take them to the fleet, and then we take over the island, and then we come back. And we have margaritas. I think it's a solid plan.
Sounds
Isn't that easy? I'm not trying to take over your one shot. I'm just...
It's certain. So what you're saying there does make a lot of sense. It does rely a lot on the idea that they don't have any issues of their own. But the gargoyles did show themselves to be very capable. So it's very possible they might not have any issues of their own.
Yeah.
And while the gargoyles and those magic users might not be able to join you on the underwater assault, the gargoyles themselves could certainly cause a lot of issues in the air.
True. And if we got the gargoyles and the students first, then the gargoyles could potentially help us get past the fleet.
Mm-hmm. Like there's tactical things that we can do that we wouldn't be able to do otherwise, or without using all of our resources. I really think that we start with going to see the academy and the gargoyles, and we'll figure out whether or not we can fit in the island afterwards. Because that just seems like the borderline surefire ally that we can in fact acquire versus the other ones that are a lot of question marks.
Mm-hmm. That's super fair.
I love strategizing. I'm so sorry, guys. This is one of my favorite parts of D&D.
No, you're so fine.
I love doing this.
Yeah, I think that's a solid idea.
We solid? Okay.
I think that Fezzik, you got any qualms, queries, concerns?
Sounds like there's plenty of stuff to blow up. I'm good.
Is there a temple on the island?
God, I hope so. I need another notch on that belt.
on the island on the continent of Demaria, there's not many temples, but on the continent of Leonia, oh yeah, there's temples.
Then there's a good possibility that I might see Fezzik blow up a temple for the first time, but it still won't be Jericho watching him do it.
Well,
Jericho
if
misses
that's,
his entire kill streak.
Every time.
if
Fezzik,
that's
I
the
got
decision,
present for you.
then I think that's a good place to stop for today. Thank you everybody for coming to see us, and thank you to my party for the amazing temporary characters that were brought in, who are absolutely going to show up in major battles in this campaign going forward. And thank you to M for running with the guns on this particular showdown. I know immediately as soon as I need you to make an intelligence saving throw, and you went, oh no.
That's the one thing, because I was, as a rogue, I had proficiency. As a fighter, no, I do fucking not.
So thank you for your dedication to this one shot and for rolling with the story on it. You guys did really well. A lot of lore got thrown at you.
It was really good. It was really, really good. I loved it, DM. You did a really good job with that. That was interesting underwater temple with that psionic twist. That it was very enjoyable. And then Aurora with the puppet show is just fantastic.
Absolutely, the puppet show is immense. Or the Eldritch Blast, which is not actually a blast; it's an eel.
And the
great.
tentacle bitch slaps. The tentacle bitch
And the
slaps.
tentacle bitch slap. The disrespectful tentacles. If you enjoy what you've seen here, guys, do go and check out all of our other social medias and our other places that we have shows. I will say right now, we are currently, we are not using most of our social medias because most of them are hot garbage right now. But we are using our Blue Sky. So if you do have Blue Sky, you should hop on that lovely place and you should go and follow us there. I'm going to get back into doing TikToks and stuff once TikTok makes its mind up, decides if it's staying for our American friends or if it's not. Make your mind up, fuckers. Make your mind up. And we're not using our Twitter. I refuse to call it X. It sounds fucking shit. We're not using our Twitter or our Instagram right now because they're both hot piles of flaming garbage. So yeah, if you want to follow us, you can go and check out our Blue Sky. Go and follow our TikTok as well. You might as well go and follow that if you're going to stick around. But what you could do if you really want to help the channel, follow the Twitch, subscribe to the YouTube. If TikTok does go down, we will be moving our short form content to our YouTube. As a reminder, anytime that I am not streaming any of my TTRPGs, I'm currently running through a Dirge playthrough on Baldur's Gate 3, and I've never played the Dirge playthrough, so we just managed to save Alfira, because I learned that if you knock her out and then immediately long rest, you don't butcher her, and I was like, okay, cool, that's fun. I don't mind, beating her into unconsciousness rather than, slicing her up. So we just killed a Dragonborn, we got a magic cape, and now we're about to go fight a hag.
Nice.
So you can come and watch me play that anytime that I'm not streaming. Other than that, I'm going to pass over my players and let them plug themselves. So first on the roster, we're going to go Wingle. Anything you would like to plug at all?
On the 23rd of February, episode 2 of Tallish Amity on Vex Wild's channel, where myself and our lovely DM, Son of Asgard, will be playing with Vex Wild, Bardic Sweet Tea, Dungeon Mastered by my brother, Norse Raven. I'm playing Dr. Manavel, Mind Flare Bard, but we don't know he's a Mind Flare yet. You were talking about it earlier. It was Moon
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 Domain Cleric.
named Mani, right?
Yeah, his name's Manny, which means moon.
I love that.
His middle name is Luna.
Moon.
His name is Moon.
God
His
damn
name
it,
is Moon von Zarovich.
We love that for them.
If you get a familiar, you need to call it Moon Moon.
I intend on becoming a Drake Warden Ranger. So
I love it.
I will have a moon dragon called Moon Moon.
I love it. I love it so much. So you can see us with my tentacle kitty, Joanna, on the 23rd at 5 o'clock PST. And then you can find me anywhere on Wingle the Wizard. Like I'm literally everywhere.
Literally in all places. Thanks very much, Wingo. We're going to move to Jess. Is there anything you would like to plug at all, Jess?
I'm here on Saturdays for a Dragon Age game where I play a sad little mage. But other than that, I'm here and I'm happy.
So you're playing Solus?
No, she's a lot sadder. Well,
No,
not sadder, but in a different way. Sadder in a different way.
This mage is likable. And last and most certainly not least, Will.
I don't have much in the immediate, but in May I will be attending PAX East again, and I'll be running table games. So if you're going to be there, find me. I dress like this all the time.
He actually does.
Yeah,
I've seen it now.
Yeah.
Alrighty. If that's it from my party, that's it from me. So that's it from us. Thanks for coming to see us today, folks. I have been your DM of Doom, Son of Asgard, or World Tree Quest here on Twitch and YouTube. And with me today, we have had my lovely and amazing cast. We've had Wingo the Wizard, we've had Stories from the Roses, and we've had Johnny Deadman from all of us here at World Tree Quests. Good night. Stay safe. Do you know what? No witty one-liners. This has been too good for it. Nah, I'm fucking joking. Stop nat oneing on saving throws, guys, okay? It's dangerous. Okay? Also, don't pull a finny. Good night, folks. Good fucking night. Seriously, guys, quit with the nat ones.